welcome to my channel if you are new here, or welcome back. My name is Maddie and I create all things fitness, wellness and lifestyle content. And today we are talking about something very, very exciting. A decision that I have made, and it is going to be a vlog style video over the next maybe week, 2 weeks, and it'll probably be a little bit of a series. So you can probably already tell by what is written in the title of this video, but I have signed up to do a sprint triathlon. Now, I am shitting bricks, to be honest. Yeah, I've never done anything like this before. I have never been the most fit person. I've never been able to run very far, etc, etc. But if you follow my TikTok account, then you know that I've been working on my fitness. I am definitely the fittest I've ever been. And to be honest, as I was entering 2024, one of my fitness goals was to do a triathlon. So here I am doing one. It wasn't until 2 days ago, I believe it was, I said, how am I meant to do a triathlon when I don't even know what the dates are? So I jumped on and I had a look and I was like, okay, let's do this. And it was a good thing that I checked, because a lot of the triathlons coming up are within the next few weeks. Am I ready for one in the next few weeks? No, but am I doing one in the next few weeks? Yes. It's in 7.5 weeks time, so it's on the 11th of May and it's in Byron Bay, so I'm doing like a little trip away whilst I'm there, just to kind of like, why not, you know, I'm there. And yeah, I'm really excited. I have no bike, I have no triathlon gear whatsoever, I don't have a cap or goggles. Like, I'm fully starting from scratch. And I also think doing one in Byron Bay is going to keep a really relaxed vibe. But people in Byron Bay aren't going to be overly serious about it, especially people doing a sprint, so yeah. And if you don't already know, a sprint triathlon is half the size of a full triathlon. So it's a 750 meter swim, a 20 kilometer cycle and a 5 kilometer run. I don't currently have a goal of like a time, but I need to kind of test out my abilities first before I create that goal. So I want to take you guys along for the next week or so in terms of looking at my training, look at what I'm eating, as somebody that's never done one but is preparing for one. It's going to be full on, but like, I love it. Like, I'm fully energized by the idea, so that's awesome. The rule I've set for myself is eating mostly whole foods, so I do this anyway, but I'm just going to be more mentally aware of it. So a lot less processed foods, much less processed sugar. So fruits are a yes, like natural sugar, yes, I'm not one of those people, but processed sugar, I will be cutting out a lot of it, even though we are coming up to Easter, it's fine. And definitely no alcohol. I don't drink a lot of alcohol anyway, but in social events I do tend to, so it's just going to be learning how to learning how to order a mocktail or a Pepsi Max instead of a cocktail or a vodka lime soda, etc, etc. If you haven't watched one of my previous videos, I've recently bought a miniature dachshund. He's not happy when I don't give him attention, so that is him. Go check out that video because he's a little cutie patootie and he's really small in that video and he's growing already. But yes, any whining that you hear, it's just my puppy getting used to the fact that I'm not giving him attention 24/7. So come along and let's start prepping for a try. Clearance is the vibes, except they're all patterned and I want plain black. How on earth are you meant to pick? What's the difference? There's so many different options. There's like multiple sides to this thing. I don't know what to pick or why to pick them. I need help. Okay, we're in the change room and I've popped on a size 10 girls, like children's swimsuit, and it fits. I'm not going to show you the whole thing because it's not the most flattering thing in the world, but like, it fits. It's a cheap way to go, I'm telling you. Okay, now wearing a women's size 8. It feels like looser, like, and not in secure, like I don't feel secure. I like the print. It makes me feel like I've got more shape, but I don't know, for double the price, I don't actually think it's worth it. Okay, hopefully that's working for everyone, and hopefully the car noises aren't too noisy. It's just too hot to be filming without the car on. But that was a lot. I definitely should have gone with somebody because I did not know what I was doing. But I think I did really well. I only spent $90, $95, and considering that like a lot of the swimsuits were like $80 to $100, I think I did well. So let's start with these ones. I got the Zogs goggles. The Speedo ones were like $60, and yes, they looked a lot better. I don't have $60 to spend on goggles, so I think these were $35. I thought that was alright. I mean, I don't think you can go too far wrong with goggles. Oh, then I got a cap, swimming cap. It's a long hair cap. I assume that means for women with hair and men with long hair. And I just feel like it gives me a bit of extra room to like chuck my hair in a low bun maybe. Don't really know, never really used a proper swimming cap before, so that's that. I always had like the fabric ones. Oh, I'm literally, okay, hold on, quick story time. I am traumatized by like my school swimming carnivals. My mum one time, okay, so what happened was I was in these old ass swimmers, like an old ass one piece, I think it was like purple, and I was like a bad swimmer at the best of times, and I jump into the pool and my mum's there with a bunch of her girlfriends, and I start swimming, and these swimmers are so old and so saggy that they're like at the crotch, they were like dragging behind me. I'm traumatized. That's a time. I don't fully remember, I just know the story and I am traumatized even just by the story. So doing this whole swimming thing is a whole situation, which leads me to my last purchase, which is if you saw my little try on just before, these are girls, like these are children's swimmers, size 10, and they fit like a glove. I got a bird now. Excuse me. Okay, simple black pair. It's the brand Zogs again. That's gonna be that, and we're gonna just see how it goes. The plan's to go to the pool tomorrow to do my first swim to see where I'm at, and then I can kind of train from there. So yeah. So I just went into a bike shop. I didn't take you guys in because I didn't think it was going to be like a big deal, but like bikes are a big deal. They're expensive, guys. Bikes are really expensive. He made me test the bike and I didn't realize that I had forgotten how to ride a bike. So that was embarrassing. That was the whole situation because he was like, all right, well, like we'll get you on and we'll just like see how it fits, because like there's these measurements and it makes your back hurt if it's wrong, or your knees hurt, your hips hurt. Like the fucking mechanics in it is just beyond me. Anywho's, I got on and I almost fell off because I didn't know how to ride it. Please forgive the horrific lighting. It is currently 5:30. I've just done a 5k at the gym. The reason I didn't do it outside was because, is it better? This is off. Yeah, okay. The reason I didn't do it outside was because it is dark outside still and I'm not running in the dark. So just did a 5k, steady pace, was 36 minutes, and now I'm just about to head off to the pool for my very first swim. I'm very nervous. Okay, let's go swimming. The goal for the next 7 or so weeks is to be eating high protein, pretty much high carb, whole food diet. To do that, start my day off well, come back from the gym or from whatever exercise I've done in the morning and have my protein porridge. So that has 1 scoop of protein, 40 grams of oats, milk and cinnamon. Mix that all together. Just pop it in the microwave, let that cook. Then I add 160 grams of protein yogurt. I currently use the new Paul's one that has dropped in Woolies, which I love. And then top that with some frozen blueberries. Absolutely beautiful. We love that. Okay, so I was just about to start meal prepping when I realized that I'm actually not home that much this week. So I've done up a very, very rough calendar thing where I'm home every day for breakfast, but I'm only here for lunch 2 days, so today and tomorrow, and then only home for dinner 3 days. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm camping for Easter, so I need to figure out food for that separately. So breakfast, I'll be having what I showed you this morning. So that was my protein porridge with yogurt and berries, which is like just my obsession at the moment. Then I was gonna do a tofu stir fry for lunches, and then I was going to do a lentil dal, but I don't think it's worth it because I've bought all the ingredients and I won't be able to eat it all. So I'm thinking I might save a lot of it for next week and kind of make something a bit different for this week. Some frozen like vegetarian lamb strips. These ones, they're not as whole food as I would like to be eating, but it's fine. We're gonna do this with some veggies and rice for lunches, because there's 2 serves in here, so that takes up to 2 lunches that I'll be at home. And then for dinner, I can't decide if I'm just gonna make a small pot of the lentil dal or if I should just make a stir fry. I think I'm just gonna do a stir fry with rice. I'll be making a chocolate peanut butter brownie for dessert so that I don't opt for chocolate. I've got watermelon for a fruit morning snack, and then I'll have yogurt for my afternoon snack. that's all the meal prep done. While we're sitting here and chatting, I thought I would take you through what I'm currently doing, like my current workout split. So early in the video, I talked about having a new training program, which I have finally sussed out a little bit better to make sure I'm incorporating a active rest day, 3 weight training days, and enough of the swim, ride, run. And so I've made up, just like I did with my food plan this week, a very, very rough sketch. Don't judge it. At least it's visual of everything I'm doing in the week. So Monday will be a weighted glute session, and then I will also do a steady pace 2-kilometer run that same day. Then on Tuesday I've got a full body push day, and then I will also do a swim. On a Wednesday, I will be doing a bike ride and a run. On a Thursday will be like my rest day. So I'll be doing like a mobility workout and a core workout. So just working on my flexibility, making sure I'm not injuring myself, and then also just focusing on some core strength. Friday, I'll be doing a ride and a swim. On Saturday, I will be doing a full body pull day, and I'll also do a run. And then on Sunday, I will alternate depending on how I feel on doing a swim or a ride. That's currently what I've got. It's a lot. I understand it's a lot, and I don't want to injure myself or exhaust myself before the try, but whilst I'm unemployed still, I feel like I've got time to let my body rest in between each of these exercises. And a lot of the time I will be doing them both things in the morning, absolutely smash it out, and then I have 24 hours for my body to completely rest. Now, I don't know if that's optimal. I'm not saying that that's what you should do. I'm just saying that's what I've chosen to do because I feel like that's how my body works. Another thing that I mentioned earlier was that I want to do reflections. So I am doing that. So let's do last week's Thursday, for example. So you can see that I've got everything that I did in the blue, and then my personal reflection in green. And then I had a ride. So it was my distance, my time, my resistance, average speed and average heart rate, and then how I felt about it, what I think I can improve on for next time, what I learnt, all of that. I think that was all backwards for you, but not for me. So yeah, and I feel like that allows me to look back, see all my progress, make sure that I am actually doing what I wanted to do. I feel like I've done a lot of talking. So I'm going to wrap it up there. I unfortunately didn't get a lot of footage of my actual training, but I find it really difficult to do so. I don't really like taking my nice camera everywhere. So next episode that I do in this little series, I will make sure that I do film a little bit more. I'll get somebody to either film on this camera, or I'll stop pointing at you, or I will use my phone to film my training. Let me know if there's anything specifically you want to see in my triathlon training. If there's something that you want to push yourself to do, I would absolutely recommend doing this. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below if there's anything specifically you want to see in my training, nutrition, reflections, whatever it may be. But apart from that, I will see you guys next week, and until then, love yourself and love others, and I'll see you then.